Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I see we have Peter here and Jiaming.
Good afternoon. Good
Can you hear
afternoon.
me? Yeah, hi, Peter. Jiaming, are you here?
Yes, sir.
All right, hi. Okay, I think another person, Stacy, is joining. Now, before I came to the Collaborate session, I checked the discussion board. And there was no one in the discussion board. You gotta know that. Okay, here's the today's form.
It actually wasn't showing up until you came into
Okay,
the.
let me show them. Oh, there are some people. Okay, the first order of business, right? I sent out 2 emails already. I think more than 2 emails. Like 4 emails so far. So the first 2, let me share my screen. No, not camera, but okay. So the first order of business is to report attendance in today's forum. Okay, so let me. Okay, you see, only 3 people that have signed into today's forum, but keep in mind, this is like your sign-in sheet. You gotta sign in as you come into the class, and that leaves your, that that constitutes your physical proof of attendance. Okay, this is the physical proof of attendance, and no matter you're saying I'm here, that's word of mouth is never has any power as a proof. Okay, although this session is being recorded, you need to always establish your own digital footprint and the physical proof. Yeah, Stacy. Hi, Stacy. You have something to say? Stacy, you raised your hand, so that means you have a question or you have something to say. Are you there? Yeah, but why? Why did you raise your hand? I mean, if you had nothing to say, or you just were saying hello, that's fine. But if you have something to say, don't forget, you have to unmute your microphone. Your microphone is muted. Probably it's in muted state. Okay, and if you have something to say, please unmute your microphone. So as I said, you need to, so I see more people, so Stacy, you need to do this. That's the first thing. You must leave your own, it won't let you in. How come? Oh, it won't let you unmute. You see the microphone down here? Do you see it? Okay, it's got a like diagonal line. That means it's muted. Just reply to one of my posts. No. You don't reply to. I see what you mean. See, this is my post. This is basically instruction for today's lecture. No, you don't. Look, this is normally not seen. You must be seen, right? So you have to do it here. Okay, you have to do it here. And in the, I sent you also the sort of tour video of how the Blackboard course is laid out. And if you have seen that video, if you have seen that video, you would, okay, somebody was saying something?
Yeah, it's
somebody.
Stacy.
Oh, it's Stacy. So it's Stacy. So you are able to unmute yourself, right?
Yeah, I just did right now.
Okay. So okay, I need to raise my volume a little. 50% would be good enough, decent. So it doesn't let you in. What do you mean? Into the forum, today's forum, or
It didn't let
you
me
are here. You are,
start a
yeah,
thread.
you are in here. That's why how you could, reply to my post.
Yeah, I
But
did.
look, you need to be, you need to be seen. I normally don't look into. I just check the names here,
That menu
and
doesn't really appear until you start the class, because when you refresh the page, it doesn't even show up. I was there
what
the
do you
whole
mean?
time, but it never showed up.
Oh,
So
no, no,
probably
no. It may
can't
be
see it.
then. It may be the connection. Look. But once you're here, this is the create button. It doesn't look like a button because it doesn't stand out from the background, but it's a button. You know. Um, but
It
anyway,
doesn't even give you that menu until the class
no,
starts.
no, no, no. Okay, let's see. Now, let me go into student mode. So it could be. So I sent you so far these, first welcome message and the class protocol. It explains everything about, and then the textbook and the holiday schedule, and uh, you must send it to my BMCC email is not, um, it's sending everything to junk mail, so junk mail folder. So let's go to discussion board. So do you see this from your
Yeah.
end? If you go to discussion board, you see. And so did you click on this?
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah. And then don't you see create thread there?
My name is on the list. I'm saying before the class started, that doesn't appear. So maybe people can't see it. That's why no one's joining.
What do you mean your name doesn't appear?
My name's there. It says More Peter. It's right there.
Oh, is that what, Peter
That's
Moore?
that's my name right there.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. So
I'm there.
hmm?
The problem was I couldn't see it before until the class actually started. So maybe people can't see it.
Yeah, it appears exactly at 2 p.m. So
Okay, so that's what it is.
if you had this open, if you had this open before 2 p.m. and unless your browser automatically refreshes, every second, uh, you may not see that. You need to refresh your browser unless it automatically refreshes every second. You understand? So good thing you are here already. And I see, like, again, Lin Chang, is Lin Chang here? Lin Chang, obviously, since you posted here. Look, you need to do it. You need to post this separately. Lin Chang is here. Okay, good. And Stacy, so you need to uh, create your own thread, because that way the number of people present, I will, and on the roster, right, on my Excel spreadsheet roster, I can verify if I got, I will basically mark these people present, and if it says 9, of course 1 is me, so I will subtract 1, so 8 people, and as long as the total the total number of people present in my spreadsheet uh, is 8, matches that, then I will, tend to believe that I got everyone. And when I'm very busy, today's the first day, I would, look into this. And since I just noticed, I would look into that. But usually I'm very, busy, and I wouldn't, every day I wouldn't, necessarily look into my own. Uh, when I check the attendance, I just go by the names of people here. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to do. Okay. Now, another thing. So I already sent you these emails, so class protocol, this is something you have to be compliant. You must comply with this, right? To survive in this class, you must comply. Compliance is the first thing. Now, so first thing, you must report attendance in the discussion board. And every day at 2 p.m., new forum will open. Today's forum will disappear at the end of the day. Okay, so and you have to report attendance within the first 30 minutes to validate as present. Okay, and I give 30 minutes. You think it's a lot of slack, but because of internet, some people might have internet connectivity issue. That's why I give 30 minutes. And also every day we have, Tuesday, Thursday, this section 1400 starts at 2 o'clock and ends at 3:15. So it's equally weighted. Every day it's equally weighted, and the amount of material, the amount of course materials are also equally weighted on both days. Most other classes are not like that. Other sections are like 2 hours one day, 1 hour another day. But in this case, it's equally weighted. So if you're present, you will earn 0.167 point for presence. And if you're late, it will be 1/3 of that. And how did I come up with that number? Well, basically, I give 5 points for full attendance throughout the entire semester. So one semester is 15 weeks, and we meet 2 days per week. So you do the math. It's 30 sessions. So you divide 5 by 30, and that comes to 1.167. And I also every once in a while during the collaborate session, I will be asking questions. And if you give me a great answer, you will earn 1 point. And for good answer, you will earn 0.5. And for an average answer, you will earn 0.25. So they will add up. The wording is a little, off here. Basically, so if you had perfect attendance throughout the entire semester, you have earned 5 points for attendance. And if you have answered 5 great questions, then you have earned 5 points. So the total will be 10 points. So it's attendance and participation points. As for participation, you can earn more than 5 points, because if you give me 10 great answers, you will earn 10 points. Together with attendance, that will add up to 15 points. And if you give me 20 great answers, that's 25 points, which is which can more than compensate for any bad grade you got in the exams. Now, so anyway, as for the structure so you can go to, first of all, you must go to course information, because that's of course in this order. Why is the announcements on top? Because every time if I post something, it will come on top, and that's something you need to keep abreast of, because to keep up with the class, you gotta make sure you make sure that you are current with everything, every communication that's posted there. And then second, course information. So this is basically starting of the navigation. So there's a syllabus, right? And if you download the syllabus, I believe I downloaded already. Yeah, I downloaded already the syllabus. So your section 1400 is full, right? And if you click on this, it's a PDF file, so it's going to take you to the publisher's microsite. If you click on that, it will take you to McGraw's, microsite. They set this up to, as a for you to place an order directly to them, but you can order from them, but also you can order from the BMCC bookstore. And I would recommend, BMCC bookstore. Why? Because BMCC bookstore has already pre-ordered, a large quantity of books already. So they have it on their site, so they can ship it to you right away. But if you order with the publisher, McGraw-Hill doesn't have books printed already. In other words, nobody, if they print out books, they will, because this is a custom edition. Custom edition means, it's not like, there is a constant demand year-round from everywhere. I mean, the book is used only at BMCC, so the order will come from BMCC only, and the bookstore is the biggest customer to them, and bookstore orders already, in advance. So they produce the books, they print, and they ship it. They don't. You might think they have books piled up in the warehouse. No, they don't. They don't want to maintain a warehouse. They don't have a warehouse. Why? Because if they have a warehouse, it costs money. Okay, basically, if they don't have warehouse, then that saves them expenses already. And then as soon as they print out books, they can ship it, right? So pre-order is very important because they can ship, they can print large quantity and ship it, and they don't need to pile up anything in their site. They don't need warehouse space. But if you order it directly from them, it will take time because they're not going to print. They will have to print it upon receiving your order, and they're not going to print just one copy. They will have to wait until they get enough orders, like 20 orders for 20 copies or 30 copies, and then they will print and they will ship. So it might take anywhere between 2 weeks to 4 weeks. So I don't, if possible, I would recommend the BMCC bookstore. In the past, I recommended direct purchase. Why? It's cheaper because a book price plus just shipping. So shipping would be probably $10. They used to ship with FedEx. So you have a tracking number. You can request them the FedEx tracking number. And if you order from the bookstore, then the bookstore has their own markup. They are not going to sell it at this price. So ordering it from the bookstore, it's at least like $10 more expensive. But then it's quicker, right? And if suppose you placed an order, that's order for one copy, but there were no successive orders. So then what do? They will wait until they receive a large quantity, until the order will fill up. Order will fill up to certain minimum order quantity, like to print the books. Then there's no guarantee you will get the book anytime soon, right? So it's better, even if you have to pay a little extra, it's better to buy from the bookstore, right? Because you don't have to then have the headache of, when are they gonna ship it to me, right? All righty. So another, Stacy, you can lower your hand if you don't have any further questions. Okay. Now, so the next thing, that was the book and discussion board. And this is my office hour, and I'm holding office hour on Zoom because, and some people, I don't know, there are some people that just have recently joined the class, so they never got a chance to receive my welcome messages and the emails that I sent out on Tuesday. I mean, there are some people who registered late yesterday or early today, and they never got a chance to receive my emails. So they just come to this Blackboard because it's open, and they click on any one of these. And today's Thursday, so they will click on this, and they will wait just endlessly, wondering why there's nobody there. But it clearly says, it's only office hours. The class is conducted on Blackboard. That was also explained in my welcome message. Okay. The office hour needs to be on some neutral ground or common ground, because Collaborate is specific to each class section. You understand? I have, as you may have seen, and you have seen from the syllabus, I have 4 sections of Finance 100, and I have 1 section of Finance 230, 1 section of Finance 300. So I have 6 classes, 6 sections altogether. So there's no common venue for all of these people. I mean, if I use Collaborate for office hour, there's no common venue, right? So that's why for Collaborate, for my office hours, I use Zoom. Okay. But please, email me, send me an email before to schedule an appointment. Also, I mentioned this earlier that don't send email to my BMCC account, because if you do, they go directly to the junk mail folder. And it's been like that since the pandemic. Because prior to pandemic, I didn't use Blackboard. There was no reason to, because it was in-person class. But somehow, after using Blackboard, all the Blackboard-related emails go to automatically are sorted as junk mail. And I believe it is because it's the nature of, it's basically a group email nature. Because when I post something here, when I post something in the announcements, that goes directly, that gets emailed to everyone in this class. It's group email. And then the mail server somehow by default perceives the, if you reply to that, and if you reply to a group email, then the mail server, BMCC mail server, automatically identifies that as spam mail. So it just automatically sends it to junk mail. And I have a ton of junk mail every day. So there's no way I can rummage through all of them just to salvage your mails. Okay, I do my best and I do my due diligence to try to salvage any email from you, but sometimes it's not always successful, and most of them just don't get even discovered and just periodically get purged. So they get so if you are trying to send email to me, please send it to my personal email. Okay. Actually, some people have already sent email here. Okay. So, okay. Textbook issue resolved. All right. So, oh, that was an announcement, right? And the next thing. So let's go into the rest of it is self-explanatory, right? Kind of self-explanatory. So let's go to the course material, because today at 2 p.m. exactly, this folder became visible. So it got, they are triggered. I have everything already built in there. It's just not visible to you, and it will be activated on the scheduled date. So today, you will see only two, three video. Oh, yeah. You will see 3 videos because you have, it's 1 hour, 15-minute session. Each video is like 30 minutes long. These are today's lectures, and then you must download these files. This is an Excel file, and this is the the reader. And it says, please download the above files and use them with the video, because this is everything demonstrated in the video, in the lecture, is done on these files. So you need to have them. And if I'm demonstrating some mathematical process and Excel process, Excel modeling process, you need to have this Excel file open in front of you, and you will need to mimic it or emulate it or replicate it. Okay? So obviously you cannot do it as at the same time as watching the video. You'll have to, it's the video, you can pause. You can pause wherever you need to, right? You pause wherever you need to, and just try to emulate and replicate what is being demonstrated there. And if you get the same result, first, you will need to delete everything in the Excel model except the initial data. The data must be, input data must be there first. Without the input data, you can't do it. The input data, don't delete the input data, because if you delete it, you will have to manually type that in. It's going to be a pain, right? So except the input data, you got to delete everything, and then just follow the process, try it out, and make sure you get, if you get to the same result, then you got it right. It already confirms that you did it right. So and I also said, after each session you must try out all the models demonstrated in the video from the scratch. Okay, with only the bare input data. Okay, now so back to the announcement. Okay, so I already sent out this email on Tuesday, and one thing I want to emphasize is that the Collaborate session is not the main lecture. Okay, it's supplemental lecture only. Why? The main lecture is already delivered through the pre-recorded video. That's the main lecture. So they are assigned like, reading assignment. Okay, in prior to pandemic, during, it also depends on the nature of the class. If it is not a technical class, then there will be generally a reading assignment in-person class. But now Um, it's like reading assignment, except that it's not reading, it's watching, right? It's video, lecture video watching assignment. So you watch the lecture video. That's the main lecture, and the collaborate session will be like an aftermath for reviewing and reflecting on the previous main lecture. You understand? So in our next class, which will be on next Tuesday, we'll be reviewing and reflecting. We'll be mainly reflecting on the the assigned lecture, right? So because you have 5 days until next Tuesday, you don't just watch it once. You can watch it as many times as it takes for you to fully comprehend. And comprehension is different from reading. People think, if you read, if you can read, you can understand. No, just because some people just think if they read fast, then they think they are very smart, and they understand everything. No, it's just your mind is not there. If you're reading just fast, your mind is not there. You're just skimming through, but you're not digesting the material. You're not digesting, right? There's no analytical reading. In other words, there's no analysis going on if you just read fast. Okay? To fully comprehend, you must analyze the material, and you must be able to. It's not just reading, because what we are doing in this class is a lot of algebraic modeling. So you should be able to digest the algebraic model being demonstrated there, and you should be able to replicate it exactly like that. And to do that, you cannot just read, you cannot just watch. You'll have to do it too. You'll have to do it yourself. Okay, so there's a reason why there's an expression like reading comprehension, because reading isn't exactly comprehension. You have to read and comprehend. Okay, so you need to replay the video and pause wherever necessary, and you can do it as many times as it takes. Okay, you have the full weekend ahead of you, 5 days between now and the next Tuesday. So please make sure that you fully digest the material. Okay, and then on next Tuesday we will reflect on today's assigned videos. Okay, so this is like this is like a two-way traffic. This class is conducted like a two-lane traffic. So there's a fast lane for fast-moving vehicles and slow lane for slow-moving vehicles. And so, if you are a fast-moving vehicle, if you have no problem digesting the material, you don't need to spend too much time just trying to catch up. You can just, even during the class session, you can go ahead and watch the video. But there is a benefit of, and collaborate session is mostly for people who need to move slowly, pause every once in a while. So you can, it's like a road shoulder of the road. You need to pull up, you need to check the map, right? Or, reset the GPS or whatever, if you're driving. You need to drink water, or eat some food. So you need to take time. So just like the rest area or the shoulder of the road, you can move at your pace, and you can do that in the collaborate session. Of course, you have to watch the videos before you come to the collaborate session. You have to do the reading assignment. But you need extra help, so that's what the collaborate session is for. So also, even if you're a fast mover, there's a benefit of participating in collaborative session. Remember, there is participation points. Every once in a while, I will be asking questions, and if you give me a great answer, it's a chance to earn extra point. Okay, so please let me reiterate this point. This is not the main lecture. Collaborative session is not the main lecture. The main lecture is in the course materials folder, right? It's pre-recorded lecture video. That's the main lecture, and the collaborative session is only supplemental. Okay. Alrighty. So now, okay. So any questions so far? Any questions? Any questions? Alrighty. So if you don't have any further questions, let me just check how many people are in the discussion currently in today's discussion. Only 9. That means only 9. I mean, except excluding myself, that's 8 people. That's disappointing. I don't. So that will be 9 because Stacy is there. But Stacy, please don't forget. Even afterwards, please, Stacy, create your own thread here. Okay, I made note of you here in my thread, but in the future, reply to my posting won't count as official presence. Okay. Any further questions? Okay, if you don't have any further questions, I will let you start watching the videos. Okay, and without wasting any more. I mean, without spending more time on.
Thank you.
It's not really wasting, but if you're watching, the video, right? That's like getting a head start already. So I will dismiss the class a little early today because it's the first day, and I make sure you watch those videos and be ready for discussion on Tuesday. Okay. Alrighty. So I will. Take care of yourself, stay safe, and see you guys on Tuesday. All right? I will stop recording and stop sharing the video, stop recording, and sign out. So class is dismissed.